That's right. Back at it again. Full custom hot dog, and we're doing a review of a Shudder Exclusive series, Critters: A New Binge, which I've seen a lot of positive stuff about, and when I first started watching this, I didn't think I would feel anything positive, and by the end of it, I actually really enjoyed it. I've been trying to review a little bit more than just Blu-rays. I pay for Shudder. I might as well talk about some of the cool original content that's there. Obviously, there's the Joe Bob stuff. I probably won't talk about that a whole lot. I already did a video when they did the last drive-in. That's weekly, I think, now on Fridays. So if you subscribe, check it out. If you're not subscribed and you're watching this channel, you should definitely subscribe. It's got probably one of the best horror selection of any streaming service. Amazon's number 2 for me because they've got a pretty nice selection of deep cuts as well. But anyways, this is about Critters: A New Binge. Obviously, this is a successor, a sequel-ish. I don't know how canon this is to the original Critters series. There were 4 movies in that. Critters 1 was good. Critters 2 was great. And then I don't think I saw 3. I do have that box set, though, that I will be getting to eventually. And then Critters 4 was pee-pee. So kind of an interesting arc there. And this series comes in many years later. And it is interesting. Written and directed by Jordan Rubin, who you guys may know from Zombievers, which I didn't care for and don't know if I finished. If you think I should go back and watch it, let me know. I'll watch it. I feel like I should watch anything. That's something I just like to do as someone who likes movies. You've got this kid who's leading the charge in here named Joey Morgan. You may remember him from that film Scout's Guide to the Apocalypse, to Zombie Apocalypse, which I didn't think was that bad. I also don't remember a whole lot of it, but I remember not hating it, which is always a good feeling. Wonderful appearances from 2 people I love seeing in things. Gilbert Gottfried, who I'm a huge fan of, voice actor, tons of stuff. Was also the original host of, or not, I don't know if he was the original, one of the hosts of Up All Night, a late night film show thing. I don't even know. They would show a lot of cheese late at night on USA, and he was a host of that. And then also Thomas Lennon, who was semi-recently in that Puppet Master, The Littlest Reich, who he's always fun, and he's great. They're both fantastic in this, by the way. Maybe they made me enjoy this more than I should have. So what's the concept? So the critters come to Earth looking for a little fellow, and soon the bounty hunters appear, just like in normal Critters fashion. Stuff goes haywire, but there's twists and turns about, as this was filmed as a 8-part series, each one being 10 minutes long, each episode. I think that's sort of a mistake. I feel like maybe they didn't do this with Shudder in mind. Maybe this was an exclusive for something else, because I think it's weird to have 10-minute episodes of something. That's bizarre to me. They could have woven this into a film and it would have worked fine. Shot some additional scenes to weave it in together a little bit better. But this isn't the Critters that you may be thinking of. So it doesn't, it's not as strict and not trying to be as raw. This definitely plays it with a much more humorous tone and plays up the fact that the critters are not mindless creatures, but that they are in fact little dudes, essentially. They're a civilization. They have their own language, they talk, they communicate, and this one plays it up more, where you have a hierarchy. There's a president, there are doctors, there's things, they dress up. It feels weird at first, and it feels a little cheesy. As you can tell, there's a budget. There are some budgetary concerns, but if you can get past that, I think by the end of it, it's kind of fun. I had to roll my eyes at some parts, though, such as rolling through a green screen Australian outback. Some of it's just very rough. But if you can look beyond that, I think you'll have a great time. I can definitely recommend this to a lot of people, but you gotta stick with it. The first 2 episodes, you're kind of getting acclimated to the feel. There's some pretty solid humor in here. It's very surprising. I expected to hate this. First 2 episodes, I texted a friend. I said, wow, this is terrible. But really sitting through all of it, I really came out enjoying it, and I didn't expect to. And that's a great feeling. So I am very much looking forward to another season. Hopefully they get more guest stars. I thought that was really fun. And it's an interesting story that while I don't think it necessarily fits in with the films, that film canon, as its own thing, I think it works pretty well, and it's kind of fun. So if you're on the fence, I would say check this out. It's not long. It's a total of 80 minutes. It's a standard film-ish. It's a little bit shorter than a film, right? So it surprised me, and I was very glad to see that it got such a positive response, because a lot of people, some of the people I know that have tried to watch this found it off-putting with the special effects being a little low budgety, things like that. But I really think they did very well here with what they were given, and I look forward to what we may get from that in the future. I'm hoping there's more. So anyways, Critters, a new binge, very solid, easily better than Critters 4. So, I mean, that's not saying much, but that's great. I'm sure there's people who like Critters 4, and this is fun. And it's kind of nice to have some of that comedy in with your horror. It's nice. Shudder, keep up the good work. I don't know what else they've got planned. If you know of any other Shudder exclusive content I need to check out, always throw it to me. And as always, I'm watching the Joe Bob stuff, so I hope you are too. Anyways, let me know what you think. Like this video, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, etc., etc. If you're new to the channel, I like to watch genre films, mainly horror, but I do watch some solid 80s cheese and some new cheese too. Sometimes I'll do some of that big budget stuff, and I like to talk about them primarily in physical media form. So if that's what you're into, then stay tuned. There's always more coming. And follow me on Twitter, Full Custom Hot Dog without the last O, because that is just too long for Twitter. And until next time.